Hello with Angel Creations. Welcome back to my craft room. We're going to make a feathers and flocking ball wreath today. And it's all Dollar Tree products. We're going to be using this, I don't know what they call this. They call it a wood blend wreath from the Floral Garden at Dollar Tree. We're going to be using some flocking balls that are coming out now for fall, and I found these really cool feathers in red, yellow, and orange, and we're going to be using some of those. Really excited about this one. And we're going to be using some raffia from, I don't think this one is from Dollar Tree, although it could be, because I really don't buy my raffia anywhere else, but it does have a different tag, but I think it's from the Dollar Tree. This one's definitely Dollar Tree. So we have green, burgundy, orange, and I'm not going to open this raffia because I have some open, but we're going to be using natural and all those colors. Then we're going to probably put a cute little hanging tag on it. Haven't decided what the tag's going to say yet. Grab yourself a nice hot cup of coffee or a cold tea. I'm having a sweet tea, and it's a really gloomy, stormy day here today, so I wish I had a hot cup of coffee instead, but alright, let's get right into this, shall we? Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is let's put our flocking balls over there. Let's take the tags off of our feathers. They might cause a little bit of a issue coming off the... And you know what? When they do that, I'm just going to cut that stem right off. We won't even miss it. See what I mean? Rather than fussing with that stem, as long as it's not, well, now this one is on a stem that I need, so that one I can't do. Should have done this before I got on here and gotten a little more prepared. Okay, that one wasn't too difficult, so maybe the next few won't be as difficult. Let's get the trash going out here. Let's see, here's another one I can just cut right off. Actually, it might just pull. Nope, doesn't pull off, so I'm just going to clip it. It's a short stem anyway. Don't need the short stems. Here's another one that I can just cut the stem right off. Might save these grass thingies. And our last one is on a feather. No, it's not. It's not on a feather, so I can also cut this one right off. And throw that away. Okay, so they should all be pretty clear now. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut off my first feather. And I'm just going to, let's cut off our tag off of our wreath. And I'm just going to stick it in to the wreath, and I'm hoping we can stick it in places and not have to hot glue it. So there's our first piece. So because I have an orange on the top, I'm going to put an orange on the bottom, and I'm going to put some of these green grass strands with my bottom one. So I'm just kind of working crosswise, trying to find a little spot just to slip that in where it will be secure. So that needs to go back here a little bit more. And we might need to use a little hot glue. Okay, so this is what I have so far. 2 feathers, one on the top and one on the bottom. And then I'm just going to start filling in. So those 2 are orange. I'm going to put in some yellow next. And again, I'm going to try to keep some of these greens. I'm going to give it a little glue up here because this piece slides. This green grass slides. So I'm going to put a little tiny dab of glue at the top or maybe at the bottom of my feathers so it will hold. And I'm going to just stick that in to the side. And I'm going to do the same with the next one. And again, this piece slides. So I'm going to put a little glue down here, slide up my little grass, and stick this piece down. Whoop. Slid. And hopefully we can slide this piece down, right down in here. Nope, it's too high. Gotta go. And like I said, sometimes we're not going to be, sometimes the wreath is not going to be at a place where we can do this. So we might just have to, oh wait, I have to go the same way. Do you see what I did wrong? We have to go in the same direction. So I gotta pull this one out and put it this way. So they're all going in the same direction. And like I'm trying to say is sometimes it's not gonna work out perfectly that you can stick your stems in, and you will need to put some hot glue in there. All right. Now let's see, we got a couple more feathers. Oh, excuse me, I have the hiccups. I do that sometimes when I talk a lot. So I have a couple more feathers on here, and they're two different colors, which is surprising. So I am just going to stick them in for filler anywhere, and I'm going to shorten the stem a little bit, and I might add a little glue to this feather. So I'm basically just trying to fill up. Yeah, I'm going to put a little glue to hold this feather where I want it. My little finger protector out. Oh, I did it wrong again. I did it wrong again. You gotta be going. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Do. All be going in the same direction. So what we need to just keep doing is turning the wreaths. So let's slip this piece under here, and I'm going to just give it, this is the one that I wanted to glue down. Just going to glue that down right there. And I'm going to turn, and I'm going to put this feather on. I'm going to glue my little grass up. And then turn, and let's see, I guess I will put this one right here. So today we are having stormy weather. I don't know how the weather is at your house, but yeah, it's very dark. I have every light that I can put on out in this craft room on, and it is still very dim and dark in this craft room today. So forgive the light today. Doing our best to have some light on this subject. Alright, now we're putting in some red feathers. Stick them in there. And you can always stick them in, and when it's sticking out the back, you can just take a little bit of glue where that's going to have a good little place to glue, and we'll cut those off at the end, the ones that are sticking out. Let's take another red feather. Oh, this one is orange, but it came off the stick, so we'll just glue this on. How about we glue that on right here? This looks like a good place. Glue that feather down, and then I'm going to put another red. I lost my little clippers. Alright, let's put another red. So it's rainy, and can you hear the thunder? Every once in a while we're getting thunder. I have not seen lightning yet, but it probably is not far off. Something just fell. I don't know if it was the cats. I'm going to stick a little bit of blue at the back here where this is coming through my wreath. Okay. Now I'm going to take some of this. Now I'm going to keep feathering. I'm going to keep feathering right now. Let's do some more red. Let's put some more red in here. I'm going to just keep putting all the feathers on first. So I'm going to cut the stem down and glue my grass. And I think I will put a red feather in this way. Sticking out, so I'm just going to glue it. You're not going to see the back when this is all done anyway. I'm going to put this last little red one on, and I'm going to put these little bunches of grass on at a separate time, maybe soon. I don't know yet, but I'm going to keep all these grasses because I want that for filler. Grass. We're just going to try to fix that. So I am going to put this one here. I think it needs a piece here. Like so. It's sticking out. We're going to cut the sticking off parts out. I mean, we're going to, pieces that are sticking out, we're going to, can't talk today. We're going to cut those off at the end. All right, let's do this. Now this one's really fun because this one has yellow grass. So that is going to be a fun one. Let's put some yellow on here. And we're going to glue up the little yellow grass. I was going to go out and get some groceries today, but I think I will just stay in. As the comedian Bob Marley says, I'm just going to settle in and stay put today. It is not a favorable day out there. This is what I want to do right here. I want to sit with you guys and do a cute little feather craft. So we are starting to do some fall crafts, right? But I'm still just not, I don't want to do all fall crafts. Now this is something we can use for fall. Let me put my feather up, put some glue on my yellow grass. And so it is something that we can use for fall, definitely. Stick this one in here. We're starting to get other stems in our way. So, I'm going to move some. Alright. Glue this. It's sticking out in the back here. So I'm just going to clean up some of these stems that are sticking out on the back so that they're not in the way of our other craft sticks that are coming through. So this is what we have so far. Fill in some more. We have some more yellow. Let's put some more yellow. I think I like the yellow best. I really do. I'm trying not to cut the grass. Alright. So glue our grass. Oops, my thumb got stuck in my glue gun. Alright. So I saw somebody go to Five Below. I forget. I think it was it Jerry Ann? I think maybe Jerry Ann went to Five Below, a YouTuber I watch, and I saw some phenomenal things that I definitely wanted to go get myself, and I went all the way. I don't have a Five Below close to me. I have one in Wesley Chapel, which is about 45 minutes away, and I have another one in Plant City, which is about the same distance, maybe 40 minutes away. So I went to that one. I went to Plant City yesterday to go get some of these things that I saw. I guess it was Jerry. Hey Jerry, if you're watching, Jerry Ann or Jim. And so I'm gonna stick this one right here. And they didn't have any of the things I wanted. I wanted she showed a cup holder that had several, like you can put the cup in the cup holder, and then it extended into another cup holder. And anyways, one cup holder gives you like 2 cup holders. I wanted that. And then I wanted I have this from Family Dollar already. Family Dollar. Five Below. A hanging, okay, it's a cell phone holder, and it hangs from your rear view mirror in your car. And I have that already, and I love it, but it has a broken neck. And so I, for $5 I can get a new one. So it would probably cost me $5 or more to get the piece that's broken on it, on the neck part. So I thought, well, I'll just go get a new one. And they didn't have that either. They did not have that one either. So I wasn't able to get the mirror. Okay, now here's a tricky part where I'm going to try to separate, because I really need this to go in here, and there's not an opening, so I'm going to force it. I forced it, but it came back out, so let's force it again. There we go. Alright, this is coming along nicely. So and then I wanted a floating shelf, because my sister came for vacation, as you know, if you are not new here, and we painted my house inside, and I wanted to put up a faux mantle, a floating shelf. And so I've been waiting, because the ones at Five Below are exactly what I'm looking for. Same thickness, same color, and they're $5. So I've been waiting for that to come to Five Below so that I could get my hands on one of those, and that was not there either. So then I had this really nice lady that works there. I think she was a district manager possibly, because she said that she had them in her store, but it was like really far away. So I don't know if she was training in this store. We have some really ugly grass here that's been crunched. I'm just cutting that off. I don't know if she was training in that store, like training somebody else in that store, or why she was there, but she was so sweet, and she called the next closest store to me, which was in Lakeland, and she called there to see if they had what I was looking for, and they didn't have it either. All right, let's start putting on some of this grass filler. This one, I'm gonna have to take some of these off because they got really crinkled up in packaging, or you know how they shove them into the stand that they are in at the Dollar Tree. So it got a little disheveled. We're going to just take the little disheveled part off. And this one's coming unwound. So we're just going to take the ones that are wild and crazy and doing their own thing. And I'm just going to stick these. I think I will cut my stem down just a little. So it's a really fat stem. Wow, I might not be able to cut that. And I'm just going to see if I can stick that down in here. Like so. And we have that grass. I just pushed out a feather. Push that feather back down. That's why we need to glue them in once we get them through. Find out where it is in the back and glue it down. Glue that down. And now I want to put some more stems, and I'm going to put this one. So this little green, shoot, what do you call it? This grass is falling off. Fell off, so we're just going to use it as it is. We're just going to wind it back up. It fell right off the stick, so we're just going to use it like it is. Glue it back together. And then I think I will hold this up, and I think I want some of this way. So I'm going to just glue this right down. Right down in there. And then I'm going to do, I kind of liked it that way. Maybe we should take it all off the stem, although that does give it a nice hard, I don't know though, kind of liked it. Soft without the big thick stem. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to unwind this one if I can. The other ones came undone easily. It's just floral tape. So then you unwind the floral tape and this comes right off the stick. So it's actually one long piece. So I'm just going to wind it back up a little. And we're just going to use it like that. Just going to put a little bit of glue on the end so we can keep it together. There. So nobody's mentioning the buzz balls in my comments. Has anybody tried those? They are so delicious. I really think they are worth a little try. Okay, I'm gonna glue this. This looks like a really good spot right here. So we're going to just glue this so that we have this yellow grass shooting out down there. And I have some green feathers. We haven't used these red ones yet, but I don't think we're going to need them. So now I want to put these green feathers. I only have one. I couldn't find more. So I'm going to, I have to use these ones sparingly because I couldn't find more. So I just want to put a couple, all the way around so that we have the green color. So I'm going to stick this green one in maybe right here. Kind of like a puzzle. You're just looking for the right place to stick in a piece of the puzzle. And these can bend. You can bend these too so that they go around the right way. So we got this green one here. And then I'm going to go right across from that green one and put another green one. Glue that grass up because that grass slides. And so my green one is there. So I'm going to put this green one right here. Top. I have some friends that went on a cruise today. I'm worried that they're going to have some bad weather. It looks like there's a tropical storm. That's not going to look good there. So let's fix that. It's sliding all around my stem. Let's see if we can rectify that. Try this again. We want this green one right up here. Just like that. And I am going to glue that right down in the back. Alright, we got 2 greens. We got 2 more to go. And then we're going to put some raffia in all the pretty colors. Let's see. Cut this one. Something up there. Something is falling around. Let's see. What are you kitties doing? What are you doing, Milo? It's probably Milo. She's my most curious kitty. Alright, let's put another one right here. This needs green. Flip it over and glue it. Where did we come from? I can't see. Where's my green? Right there. Oh, it's underneath there. Put a little glue there. And we have one more green to go. One more green feather. I just took my grass off. Stem. Alright, so we'll glue that up. This might just be our last feather. So we got green there. Green. I gotta see. I gotta hold this up. We got green, green. Oh my God, look at the cobwebs, huh? Oh my goodness. I love this though. This is coming out so pretty. So pretty. I think we need a green right here. Right here. So we're just going to stick this green right in. Here. Alright. So this is our feather wreath so far. So cute. Now we need to put on, stem going through here that does not look pretty. Now we're going to put some flocking balls on. So I have a couple of loose flocking balls that I'm just going to put on here first off, right in, let's see, right in the inside few places, and they're just falling off their stem. So I'm just going to glue these on. So I'm going to be trying to cover the parts where we glued our stems down and you can see them. And then I'm going to glue this flocking ball down. So I'm just going to glue them down. Take it right off the stem. And I'm just trying to cover up, you know, some of the ugly places. And then we're going to actually put some of these flocking balls on with their stems. Some glue on my feather. Okay, and some on my grass. Alright, so now we are going to take some of our flocking balls and we're going to use them right from the stem. Okay, where are my cutters? Now these little green things don't really, oh yeah, they do. I didn't think they did move. Okay, so they do move. So we're going to put those all the way up to the top of the stem. And now we're going to stick this down. And we don't want them tight down to our wreath because we want them to be, you know, free falling. Take this tag off of this one. Those come off rather easy. Push our little green little prawns up there. And I'm going to put another one in over here. And so basically we're doing the exact same thing. We're just putting in our little flocking balls, just like we did with our feathers. And we're gluing them in as we go. It might be easier if we had taken all of our things off the stems so we don't have to do it as we go. But a lot of times if I do that, I have leftover, my goodness, it's pouring out there. I have too many leftover little pieces and they're not on their big stems anymore, and it causes, you know, an overload of a whole bunch of little pieces. I don't want that, so I'm going to try to stick this in. It's getting tight now because we've already used these holes with our other stems. So it is wood, so you can move them a little bit and be a little forceful. And that's what I'm just doing. I'm just going about it. With a little muscle, because once you start putting all these feather stems in, it is getting tight spots, very tight. And then I'm just trying to position these where there's a bare spot, and I think it needs a little flocking ball. All right, turn. We have this color, which is, I don't know, it's a little reddish, and it's a little purplish. It's a really very pretty fall color, but I really don't know what color to call it. I would say it's a little mauve, it's a little purple, it's a very pretty, very, very, very pretty color. I'm going to stick that down right in there. Stick in a little glue so that doesn't go anywhere. And I'm going to grab another one of that color and I'm going to go right across from it. Right over here. That one came out over on the back, so I'm just going to give it some more glue. And we'll cut that little stick sticking off, and we're going to do the same here. Let's make sure we glued this, because this is sticking out, and so is this one. So we'll let that glue get good and stuck, and then we will cut those off after. All right, now I have this mustard one that is all by itself. I'm gonna see, I probably had a leftover one, and I think I will put that sticking out right up here. Again, I'm getting a little forceful with it. Sometimes you can separate. This was too long. It won't go down in there, so I'm going to cut it. And I'm going to stick it where I want it. And I'm going to glue it there. That's not where I want it. I want it right there. Right there. Get some of the cobwebs off as we go. This is really, really pretty. I think this is going to be so pretty hanging on the door. I love the feathers. I've never really done the feather picks before. All right, let me show you. Coming along here. We're gonna have to put some over here. Let's put some more flocking balls. Let's put some white ones this time. Okay, hold it up. Yeah, we need a flocking ball right in here. How's it going now? Let's see. I think that is pretty good. I think we need to glue a flocking ball right here. Stick one right in there. So wherever you feel like you think you need to stick a flocking ball, I'm thinking I'm good with the flocking balls. Maybe one. All right, let's put another flocking ball here. Whoops, we lost our flocking ball. I had a baby and his head fell off. Okay. So I think I wanted to put one over here. Like that. And these are bendable, don't forget. So you can move them and bend them. All right. One more in the, I guess I'll call it the rust color. And let me pick the best one here. All right. This is going to look so pretty on the door. And then at the doctor's office, it's going to look very pretty there too. All right, let's just put this flocking ball wherever we can. Let's cut that because it's too long. I'm just going to stick that in there and glue it. Because we flipped it over and we already have glued these other stems, we can cut those off. so they're not sticking out. Okay, flip it over, and this is gorgeous, just gorgeous. I think we need a little more flocking ball right here, right where my hand is. All right, I wish I had some good stories to tell you, but nothing exciting is really happening in my life right now. I had all that great vacation time, and okay, we're going to shorten that a little. Like I said, we're getting caught up in all the other stems. So I don't really have anything that exciting to tell you or to talk about today. All right, we're done with that. That is so pretty. I am just very happy with that. Is that cool or what? I'm trying to think of what it reminds me of. I'm not sure. Now, let's get rid of all our wires and flocking balls and our grass and our feathers that we did not use, and get those out of here. And then let's clean up all the leftover scraps, because now we need some space so that we can make a nice, oops, we're gonna need that, so that we can make a nice big bow, a raffia crazy bow. Just putting a raffia crazy bow in this. And so what I'd like to do is try to, all right, let's get some more of these cobwebbies off. I don't like that. Let's cut this. That looks ugly on the back. Got a piece shining through here with a big glub of glue. All right, we don't need that. And then this thing is, you can actually what? Glue it down. It was a little flyaway piece of grass. We'll just glue that down. And then I'm going to try to hold this in my hand and see where I think the top is. And I think I'm going to put my bow right down here. So I'm going to lean my scissors. This is where I want my bow. Take a nice sip of my iced tea, and we're going to start making a mess with our raffia. So I want to make this just a crazy bow. I call it a bow, but really it's just strands cut and more and more and more strands. Okay, so that is about a good amount right there. So I'm going to cut that with a different pair of scissors. Alright, it might even be too big. Let's see. Yeah, so we'll go maybe this short. Alright, and now what I'm going to do is take a little piece of this and I'm going to wrap it around my top here, just so that it does not unravel all the way. And just kind of tie that off if I can with one hand and put that aside. So there's the one. Then I'm going to roll this all back, punch this all back up, because my cats love this stuff. And if there is a free end, they'll eat it. So I have to keep this all wound up and in Ziploc bags. So they'll eat my raffia. Alright. So that is that maroon color. Now I want to use this orange color, doing the exact same thing. And this one has never been opened, so we gotta open it. I think it's just tied right here. So we gotta find the end. Alright. And then I'm gonna do about the same amount. So that is probably a little tangled, so it's hard to see if that's the right amount. I know, I feel like I'm not getting any words out, but we're gonna cut this and go with this. And we're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna just wrap the top here around and around and around and around. And then hopefully that will stay. And then we're going to move our orange and use our, this is like a greenish blue. It's really pretty fall. Now this is not out right now. This was, I got this I think last fall, these colors. But I know you can get these. These were all at the Dollar Tree, but I know you can get raffia at Hobby Lobby and Walmart and all those places. Alright, so this time, let's take, it's a little hard to unravel. And I'm going to take, so a bunch of it is falling off, so I'm going to take a little bunch. It's all wound up. It really needs to be stretched out. So I am going to just kind of take some out. It's really going to get tangled up, but I am just going to take it out like that. Taking it out like that. Hold on. Let's gather this up. And double it maybe, because I'm trying to get the same kind of ponytail, if you will, as we just made with the others, and it's such a mess. I love raffia. I actually love raffia, but it is sometimes such a mess to work with. And I don't want to lose any of it because it's awesome. So I'm trying to get the ends all the same or close, you know, so we don't have to snip off little pieces. I want to use it all. So I'm just trying to get the ends. Some of them are too short. All right, now here we go. Let's try to double this. No, we're not going to be able to double that. So we have too many short pieces. But this we can. So I'm going to double this. And I'm just going to lay the short pieces in the middle. Alright. So now we have that. Just double it up as much as you can. I know that you are watching me because you're crafters and you know how to play with raffia. Alright, so now I have a bunch of green. I'm going to take a bunch of my orange, and I'm just going to try, let's straighten it out a little bit. Alright. Alright. And I'm just going to try to layer that with my green. I'm just going to layer that with my green. Just make a bunch, just like that. And then I'm going to need a tie wrap. So we can use a little black one or even a little red one, it's fine. And then I'm going to take my maroon and I'm going to push that together with that. So we have all three colors. We're just gonna snip so you can see what I'm doing. We're gonna snip off our little ends that we tied up so that we can keep our bunches together, and it worked very nicely. And now, see here, let's clean this up a little. Our tools uncovered. Now, oh, I just moved my little tie wrap. I gotta get another tie wrap. Now we're going to take our tie wrap, here I found it, a little tie wrap or another piece of raffia or even a little piece of jute will do. And I'm just gonna tie up our three colors right here in the middle. Oh wait, before I do that, I want some natural raffia too. So hold everything. I want a little bit of natural raffia. So let's just pull some raffia out of this bag too. Get my own head if it wasn't attached. Alright, so I want a little bit of the natural raffia as well. The wiry the better, right? We like it messy and crazy, and if it's doubled, I mean if it's too long, just double it. Like that. Alright, so now we have all three colors. Whoops. We have all three colors, our green, maroon, and orange, and now we're just going to put some natural in there. And we lost our little tie wrap again. No, I got it. Alright, and now I'm going to just tie wrap that as tight as I can with sore fingers. And that's going to make our crazy bow. We have to trim it up and fluff it out and cut this little tail off. And now we got this crazy bow. So now we're going to take our scissors and we're going to, over the trash, we're going to just cut up or cut it down like this. I'm going to give it a crazy hair bow. We got all the colors. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And if you have loops, cut the loops. Just cut those out and trim it down. You probably can't see, I know. I'm just trimming it down, and I was doing it over the trash. If you have any more loops, cut up, cut up, cut up. Cut those loops. We don't want any more of those loops from where we have trimmed it off or folded it over. This side's a little bit longer, so I'm going to cut this side a little bit shorter. That's the best part about this. Okay, this is our bow. So we're going to have some red showing, some green showing. We're going to mix up our bow and twist it and have all the different colors showing. Almost like a pom-pom. I like this orange in the back. I like the color in the front. Whoop. I'm going to mix some of my greens up and some of my reds up so they don't all stay on the bottom. They're all different. You're just spreading it out. I got a little mixed up. There we go. Alright. Just intertwine them all. Make sure they're all showing and crazy. And if there's a hoop, cut that hoop. We don't want any more loops. Alright. Green showing, get our red out there, all our beautiful colors. And there is our crazy bow. I got a loop I gotta cut. And let's just trim it a little more. And now we have to add a little embellishment to our whoops, to the middle of our bow, so that our tie wrap doesn't show. Thank you. So I am just looking for some little embellishment. I'm going to use this little rusty star. But you can use a button, you can use another feather, but I'm just going to use this little rusty star, and I'm just going to cover that little black piece. Woo! That's hot. Metal is hot. I'm just covering that black tie wrap up. And I am in love with this crazy bow. I am so in love with this crazy bow. Alright, so I want to put my bow where I had my scissors, which was right down here. So without even holding it up again, I did not hold my star on long enough. Without even holding it up again, I'm going for it. I'm just going to put a heap ton of glue down there. And we're going to glue our crazy bow right down there. And we're going to hold tight. We're going to hold tight. I love these feathers. I love the crazy raffia. I love the crazy grass. This reminds me of something, and I can't remember what it is, but I am really loving this. So we paid, let's see, we paid 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, maybe $9 to make this whole wreath. And it is going to be adorable. And you can use it for fall or any time in between. I don't think that's going to stay. Gotta glue some more there. It's going to stay on my feathers, but not on my wreath. So I gotta hold that down just a little bit more. And then we're going to make a little tag. Now, depending on what time of the year you want this to be is what your tag will say on it. But I'm just going to put welcome. I'm just going to write welcome on my tag with a little white chalk marker. Hopefully. I don't know if I even have it. I don't think I can even reach my little chalk marker. Stay down, stay down. Okay, I'm going to put you on pause because I'm going to reach my chalk marker so that we can write welcome on our tag. I'll be right back. Okay, I got my little marker from the Dollar Tree, and we are just going to write welcome on. So I didn't write welcome. I wrote welcome too big. Whoops. So we're gonna, I don't know if a baby wipe will take that off where it's still wet. If not, we're just gonna flip it over and use the other side. And write welcome a lot smaller. And I will probably take a little black paint and just shoot that side up. So let's write welcome. So I have terrible handwriting, but we did the job. It says, welcome. And we're just going to hang that right down from the back underneath our little, well, let's see, we're going to hang it from below, but we're going to try to hide it, the stem, the jute hanger, behind here. So let's flip this over and glue it. Where nobody's going to see it. The rest of the little jute hanger in the back here, glue that down because we're not going to need that. Showing. Oh my gosh, is that adorable or what? Here's our little welcome. Here's our crazy bow. Here it all is in its entire splendor. Let's just manipulate that so we can see it a little bit better. And how adorable! That is so cute for fall or even spring or in between seasons, hanging on the door. I just love that. I love the little rusty star in the middle of our crazy bow. I love all the colors of raffia and all the colors of grass. And I will go through and take off all of these cobwebs. And this just came out adorable. I love that. I just love that. That's exactly what I had envisioned. So that is our beautiful feather wreath. This is a great time for you to give me a thumbs up, and sharing is caring. So go ahead and share this video with your friends, family, and social media. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Half of my watchers are not subscribed, and I don't understand. If you want to help your YouTube friends grow, you need to hit the subscribe button. That's what tells YouTube that you're interested in what my content has to offer. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's free to do so. You'll never be charged for it. I promise you. And until I see you next time, hey, I want to apologize. You did not get a video. I think it was Monday night. No, Wednesday. You did not get one Wednesday night because we had no internet, so it did not upload. So, but usually it's every night at 7, except for Sundays. And but this week we lost our internet. We have storms, a lot of bad storms in Florida, and if it is storming really, really bad when my video goes to upload, it just doesn't go. It won't go, and I don't always notice until it's too late. So, but anyways, until I see you again, this is our craft for today. I hope you enjoyed watching me make it as much as I enjoyed making it with you. And until I see you again.